Hey everybody, this is John DePizzo reporting for the RV Daily Report, and we're about to take a train ride in the great state of Maine on the Maine Eastern Railroad. Let's go on board and see what it's like. Have a great day. We're looking forward to a great trip as the sun.
I know, right?
It's a dining car parlor car. There's more of the shipyards over there. The special segment is a very special person. Mr. Gordon Page. Gordon, tell us what your official title and role is here, and as we get the conductor in the background, actually,
Is our conductor with us?
look at him. He's back there working away. He's just just back from his hop off the train to stop the traffic, right? Multitasking on this train? Okay.
That's Ernie Vanna Jr., one of our very talented and skilled uniformed conductors on this wonderful passenger train.
Great. And tell us a little bit about this, actually, the car that we're in, and about the journey, because it's what, 56 miles from one to the other?
Yeah, 57 miles between Brunswick and Rockland. We stop. And I don't know if I should be looking right at the camera. Should I be looking
I'll
right at the camera.
Yeah.
57 miles between Brunswick and Rockland, and we make two stops, one in Wiscasset and one in Bath. And I hope you can hear me, because while the noise on the train is fairly limited, the acoustics are not real great in here. But my job as Vice President and Director of Passenger Operations for the Maine Eastern Railroad is to make this a fun operation and to make people have a good time. So I hope that you've had a chance to see that in some of the video that Jim was taking.
Well, Gordon, we saw that on the way out, but one thing that I noticed is that this car that we're in right now, I guess has been refurbished, but I will tell you this is in better shape than a lot of the rolling stock on the National Rail Passenger Company. We won't say what name it is, but this is actually cleaner and better shape.
Well, this car happens to be named the Penobscot Bay, and it's named after the body of water in the Atlantic Ocean that is adjacent to our final destination in Rockland, Maine. And it's fully refurbished. It's a 1950s vintage dining car. It's been all redone, as you can see. And it's often quite busy on a day like today. We had about 190 passengers come up from Brunswick, Bath, and Wiscasset into Rockland. And we like to say that it's like a 747 landing on Main Street, when those passengers disgorge off the train and they filter through the different restaurants and the different museums and galleries. There's a beautiful boardwalk in Rockland that people like to spend time on, and right on Rockland Harbor in Penobscot Bay. So there's plenty to do when you get here.
Right. Now, as far as RVers are concerned, the parking area in Brunswick was ample to handle quite a few, and it certainly cuts down on that what could be very tedious traffic on Route 1 during the summer months, and as we noticed yesterday, during the holiday weekends.
Yeah, well, you know, it's 2 hours and 5 minutes to get from Brunswick to Rockland, and that's by train. And during the peak of the summer, it's probably about 1 hour and 45 minutes by automobile. And if you're pulling an RV with a little car behind you, and you're going to be going back anyway, it's probably a lot more convenient and a lot less expensive to take the train out. And it's just one of those things that, you know, when you're in your car and you're in your RV and you're trying to drive, and it's white knuckle driving on Route 1, take a look around and you can see there's plenty of leg room. People can get up and move around. We encourage people to go from coach to coach, but we'd really love to see more and more recreational folks coming up here. We actively pursue the motor coach tour business, and the RVers are very important to us. We do get a lot of them over the course of the summer, but you're right, John, we've got a lot of room in that parking lot down in Brunswick. Plenty of room for those pile up and get on the train.
So anybody who, for example, had gone to LL Bean, and that, which is a gigantic RV destination,
Has Walmart.
Right. Oh, exactly. That's for sure. But people that are in the area, it's only a 20-mile ride from Freeport, where they can jump on the train and.
From Brunswick to Freeport is probably closer to about 10 or 11 miles.
Oh, that's all it is. Okay. Okay, that's right. It's 20 from the Portland area.
So it's a convenient place to be from there, and then you jump on the train at 10:20 in the morning on the days that we're operating during the week, and 2 hours later you're in downtown Rockland, right on the waterfront, beautiful seacoast town. In time for lunch.
We just got off the first part of our trip, and you can see the train in the background, and where people are still getting off. We're in Rockland, Maine, and we're going to go downtown. I can tell you, it was a great trip out. Great scenery and very, very comfortable cars. So we'll go through Rockland, and then we'll be back for a return trip. And here's a look at downtown Rockland. And a motorhome that just went by. Here's an interesting store called Bikes in Java, bicycle shop, and coffee. Okay, this is amazing. It must shake the whole. Oh, there she is, right there. There she is. Yep. Are you kidding? Well, any final words for our RVing audience? Because we're going to be, you're going to be departing soon, and we did take a run up and down the train before to show us the various cars. And I should also just turn this around because the scenery here is just, if you're not from New England, it's some of the nicest. And we're still a couple weeks away from peak here in down East Maine. So, final words of wisdom.
Final words of wisdom for the RV crowd. Never start your RV on a set of railroad tracks, even if the light says you got to stop.
Kind of hazardous.
Stay off those railroad tracks because you're only going to get hit once by a train. And then always expect a train when you're approaching railroad tracks. So it's fortuitous, if I may be so bold, that this opportunity comes to address a bunch of recreational vehicle folks. We want everybody to be safe on the highways, safe on the roadways, but especially safe when you're approaching and you're anywhere near the railroad tracks.
So that they can come visit the Maine Eastern Railroad.
Always expect a train.